Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and if you hold Ethereum, make sure you watch this entire video because we actually have a couple warning signals here for Ethereum. And with the bounce we're seeing in the Bitcoin dominance, that is potentially marking the end of that short-term altcoin season that we've seen over the past 1 to 2 months. And just before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future updates that I post every single day. But with that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar charts on the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see is obviously that head and shoulders pattern that I've been letting you know about for the past few days on the channel. So obviously this is nothing new for the subscribers out there, and right now this neckline is coming in at around 3,750 approximately. So if Ethereum sees a strong break below 3,750, then yes, that would be a short-term bearish signal that could possibly mean that we're about to see one more leg to the downside before we see some gains later on. But once again, that is only if we break below this neckline that I've just mentioned. And zooming into the 2-hour time frame for Ethereum, we actually have this smaller head and shoulders pattern that has fully completed. Now, because of how volatile these crypto markets can get, it is really important for you to follow me over on my Twitter to get real-time updates throughout the day. As you can see, over an hour ago, I posted this tweet right here, letting you know that we are forming that smaller head and shoulders pattern on the 2-hour time frame. And by the way, you'll find a link to my Twitter in the description down below and also in the pinned comment to stay up to date in the markets at all times. But anyway, as I said in this tweet, the neckline for this pattern is coming in at around 3,850 approximately, which is right here. And if we see a confirmed break below that neckline, so we need to see a little bit more volume coming in here as we break through that level, and then also seeing some candle closes below the neckline, or possibly a retest of that neckline to the downside to flip it into resistance, they can all act as confirmations. And basically, we really need to see one confirmation to actually confirm this pattern, but the more confirmations, the better. And the technical price target for this pattern is coming in closer towards 3.3K approximately. And zooming all the way out to the 2-day time frame for Ethereum, what's very interesting about the 3.3K price target is the fact that we've got a huge amount of volume coming in at that 3.3K level in the VPVI indicator. You can also see on this 2-day time frame for Ethereum, as I have been letting you know for a couple days now, the price of Ethereum is beginning to break below this huge upwards trending line of support, which was coming in at just above 4,000 US dollars. And we have this 120-day SMA coming in at around 3.8K. So obviously, if we see a confirmed break below that moving average, that is not really a good sign. And that could signal to us that we are due for a $3,500 Ethereum, which is where the next cluster of volume is starting in the VPVR indicator. But remember, the biggest spike of volume in this indicator is coming in closer towards 3.3K, which is the technical price target for this head and shoulders pattern. And also, to really see a break below a daily moving average like this, we need to at least see a daily candle close, because you'll notice with that flash crash around a week ago, we did indeed trade well below that moving average for a short amount of time, but we never saw a daily candle close below that moving average. So technically, we didn't break below that moving average on that day. So those are just a few of the things that I'm going to be looking out for moving forward in the shorter term for Ethereum. Looking in the Bitcoin dominance on the 2-day time frame, you'll notice that over the past few days, in fact, close to a week now, we have been experiencing a short-term bounce back to the upside in the Bitcoin dominance, meaning that Bitcoin is doing better than most altcoins out there. And this is what I've been talking about for weeks now on the channel. Basically, all the way back here, I was saying that yes, we are in a short-term altcoin season, but we have some major supports coming in towards around 40% in the Bitcoin dominance, and it is very possible we could see a bounce at that level. And now that we are playing that out, that is basically ending the short-term altcoin season that we were in. But obviously, it is still possible we can play out this descending triangle pattern and eventually break below this 40% support level. And if that does end up happening later on, then in that case, we could see a continued altcoin season. But right now, we're simply not seeing that just yet. So what does that mean for Ethereum against Bitcoin? Well, right now for Ethereum valued against Bitcoin on the 2-day time frame, we are seeing a little bit of a short-term pullback, of course, because Bitcoin is once again doing better than most altcoins out there, and that goes for Ethereum as well. Now, we were already expecting at least some sort of short-term cool-off here for Ethereum as we were entering into overbought territories on this chart. And as I've been saying basically every single day for the past week, for as long as Ethereum remains above this level just here, coming in at around 0.076 Bitcoin per Ethereum, then we're still looking all right on this Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. But if we break back below that level, then that is how we know that Ethereum is really starting to flip bearish again, at least just in the immediate short term. And a lot of this is due to the fact that the stock markets just opened up again, and today so far it is a bit of a red day. But keep in mind, when you're zooming out and looking at the big picture, today's red day is really nothing when you compare to the longer term trend. So as the saying goes, when in doubt, zoom out. And the fact is that the longer term trend in the stock market is bullish, and the longer term trend in crypto is bullish. All of the bearish price action is only in the shorter term. For example, zooming out further on the Ethereum versus Bitcoin charts on the 2-day time frame, I'm sure you can clearly see that we are in a longer term uptrend for Ethereum against Bitcoin, and also zoomed right out on the 2-day time frame for Ethereum against the US dollar. On the longer term trend, we are still in a long-term bullish trend, making higher highs on the charts and higher lows. So when I'm taking all of that information into consideration, my personal Ethereum strategy is simply to slowly dollar cost average into Ethereum while we're looking a little bit bearish here in the shorter term. That was my exact strategy I was telling you right back here during June and July. That was also my exact strategy that I was telling you during September. And during those times, I got a lot of comments saying Ethereum is dead and everything's over and that I should just sell Ethereum. And if anything, the more comments I see like that, the more bullish I get for the longer term. Because usually when it comes to crypto price action, more specifically bearish price action, maximum pain equals maximum opportunity. And all of this Ethereum that I am accumulating right now in the shorter term, I'm holding for at least the next few months. But of course, none of that is financial advice. That's just telling you what I am doing in my Ethereum strategy. If you enjoyed this video or got something valuable out of it, please make sure to leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. I really do appreciate all of you supporting the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. We're getting so close to 100,000 subscribers, and I seriously do appreciate every single one of you. But anyway, that is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.